It is, golly, it's a late one right now. I think it's like 8:30. Yeah, 8:31. Right. So it is Friday. I have finished week 7 and everything. Golly, we got told basically that this week was yeah, guys, you've got the easiest homework kind of going for you and everything for that absolutely brutal groups module and everything. And in the end, I just, golly, closest thing to a seizure that wasn't really a seizure was trying to do this homework, man. It was that was a bit brutal and everything, but in the end, basically some of my mates were able to help me out with basically need an algorithm to go and solve these questions, and I, for the life of me, could not understand what was going on. They cleared it up, and yeah, we bashed it out, man. Like absolutely just laid through that. That was I had 5 questions. I had question 1 done already. Question 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4, they came very swiftly right after. I had them done in like, golly, what was it, like 3, 4 hours kind of after, and that was operating at max capacity. I was fully like coffeed up, snus locked in and everything, and that was optimal behavior. So yeah, that was all done. Question 5, yeah, I I put my hands up and I said, bro, you've got the better of a man today, and I'm not going to put my mental health at risk trying to get this question done and everything. So that is something that I will go and learn at a later stage in life. So that is for me in a couple weeks to really stress about. But yeah, so second to last week of term done, absolutely banging. I think like now I can finally almost breathe again and everything. Like it really picked up from week 4. Really, like week 5, 6, and 7, they were pretty rough, but I think week 8 will be a little bit more chill and everything. I got 1 problem sheet due, but that's not too bad. That's for quantum field theory. Those tend to not be as disgusting in nature as these other ones. Only really like 2 big questions to do rather than 5, especially when those 5 are stuff that I do not believe are, how does one really say fair to give to a student? Like we went through this the other one, and for groups and reps, like the second problem sheet, and the PhD student literally said, yeah, guys, I mean, I don't think it's fair that they ask you question 1b. Essentially, this is really 8-dimensional gamma matrices. Don't worry about what those are, but I think we can all accept 8 dimensions sounds a bit nuts in its own right. So 8-dimensional gamma matrices, that's really only something you'd see if you pick up a book to go and start studying your PhD in string theory. So that's ruled out. Never do I want to touch upon a PhD in string theory, because if I ever have to see a Dinkin formalization ever again in my life, golly, it will be far too soon. So yeah, essentially, I mean, I am still going to do string theory 1 as a module next term, but I don't think it's going to include all the silly nonsense that's been going on right now. And if it does, okay, you very much once again just have to put your hands up and say, bro, you signed up for it, just firm it kind of thing. Ain't no time to cry. So yeah, that's the plan. But in other words, I think everyone's kind of here because obviously this is the Oxford bulk we're currently sitting at. So I got to the heaviest I've ever been. I got up to like a 102.5, 103-ish. I've kind of pulled back down to like a 101.5-ish right now, just because I'm letting my body kind of adjust. So me and my coach were like, right, let's just kind of fizzle out, let it chill there and everything, and then we can look to evaluate the next push-up when my body feels all ready for that. So yeah, we've got push today. Gonna go hammer that. I've also, so we get like access to this one new free gym and everything at one of the colleges, and I was like, okay, went and did all the induction and everything. You literally just walk in, they tell you, guys, don't leave your weights around because fire hazard, blah blah blah. So that's all sorted and everything. So yeah, pull today. I don't know if I said pull. I think I might have said push. If I said push, it's actually pull. So I'm gonna go do that. I think we've added in a little bit more hamstring work, so basically posterior and everything. And yeah, I'm not really gonna keep waiting. The update's done on the week, and now it's already just about shifting some steel and everything. So I'll catch you guys in the gym. We'll just spawn in there. Right. So normally for like the pull day,
I'm on like the Yates kind of pullover machine and everything. However, that was occupied when I came in, so just sort of like rope pullovers and everything. So this is probably what most people can do. I mean, that's the only gym I think I've ever been to, like my 8 years of gymming. Yeah, coming up to 8 years now and everything. So that's the only one that I've ever been to that already has that machine. So right now, just gonna do some rope pullovers. More of like I was thinking warm up, but it's actually like kind of got quite heavy. So these will probably actually be just as much working sets as it would be if I was on that and everything. So yeah, so we got like 2 sets of this, and then we'll move on to some pullovers after. But yeah, let's just kind of test to see how this goes. I don't want to like lose my balance. I don't want to stand too far back and everything, but at the same time, my whole point is to get a big stretch in the lats. So yeah. So yeah, I'll be able to get working sets some of this. So yeah, I mean, like the entirety of the workout, it is literally just 2 exercises, 2 sets for each exercise, everything, and basic principles roughly in the 8 to 12ish kind of range, and then like a back off of like 12 to 15 for the majority of them. Some of them will be like a 5 to 8, 8 to 10ish. It just kind of plays around, depends on the exercise and everything. But play around with that. Drop the weight back like 20%, get more reps, obviously. Every set's all failure. But I think for this workout, I'll just record the back exercises, and because these videos I tend to find get quite long, so we'll probably just do back for this one and everything. And then hamstrings, we can get like another video. I don't really know how many people really want to do any hamstrings, but yeah, so we'll just do some pull for this one, or back, and yeah, we'll call that kind of a day. But yeah, catch you guys probably when we go to the pull downs. Right, so like I said, got pull downs now and everything. People that don't know, I like using a mag grip and everything. So got mag grip. I don't think you can see it in the frame, but you'll see it when I do the exercise and everything. So basically for this one, this is literally, once again, I think back's probably it's interesting. It's the one thing that I train. I don't really have like an ego. It's not really about how much weight I move, this or the other. Maybe it's because I don't do any big fancy compounds and everything, and I focus far more on the contracting side of it. I mean, maybe it's just genetics. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but maybe that's the reason. Like for me personally, my back is the best muscle. Like for me. So yeah, I mean, you know, it could just purely be genetics, but maybe it's something to be said that I should be training a little bit different and everything. But yeah, so pull downs, I mean, it's a pretty staple exercise. I think there's a pull down machine in every gym, so anyone can really do this. If you can't do pull-ups, and if you can't do a pull-up, go do pull downs, obviously on a light weight, and you'll just build up the muscles required to go and do pull-ups and everything. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to keep waiting. I'm obviously fairly well rested. I had a little chat with my mate, so now it's time to get this set. Yeah, like, I mean, you don't really want to be swinging when you're doing all these sets and everything. You really want to just focus on the muscles you want to incorporate. But fortunately for me, I don't really have a spot. I mean, I've actually, one of the PTs here, really good bloke, and he's one of the best spotters. So if he's ever around, then I start getting him to spot me on some incline Smith, and so one of the most disgusting sets I've ever done on pendulum squats. So yeah, but right now, unfortunately, I don't have a training partner. Might have to chuck a little, CV request up on Indeed, see if anyone wants to apply for that role. But yeah, right now at the moment, just training by myself. So the only way that I can really milk some extra reps is by kind of cheating ever so slightly towards the end. So if you're just training by yourself, what I would do is just like slight cheat reps towards the end, not at the beginning, and then you could do like a rest pause and everything. So just stop, wait 15-20 seconds, try and milk a couple more reps and everything. So yeah, but if you got a training partner, just use them. They seem to be pretty goddamn efficient. Right, so if you have a T-bar row, I would do that, but I mean, I don't have a T-bar row, so it's like the closest thing that I have to that. But I mean, kind of while I'm setting this up, I'll kind of tell the story. So I mentioned earlier on in the video that we had this, that there was this other gym that I was going to, I had to go and do some induction, this, that, the other, and the whole shebang, right? Basically, it turns out that they basically just need to explain to us that, oh guys, just don't leave your weights on the floor, because if there's a fire going on, people need to escape and they might trip over the weights. Like, bro, if you're tripping over a 3 kilo dumbbell when there's a fire, I don't really want you in my gene pool. Let natural selection run its course at that point. But yeah, it was literally the most bog standard thing. I could have had headphones in, I still would have been past and everything, so it made absolutely no sense to me. But yeah, so literally just doing rows, keeping the elbows up and everything. That's how you build up thickness. I've already explained this before, but yeah, that's how you build up that big backing back. So yeah, try and get, I'm up to about 200 kilos right now, so like 100 in each arm. Enjoy, brother. So yeah, we'll just see how many we can get there and everything. So yeah, it was an interesting day. We got that done, so quite productive. Saw a tutor as well and everything. Let me obviously hitting pull right now. It's a good workout so far. I did an exercise before this. Like I said, I'm just going to get the back one from this, but did some line hamstring curls, and then probably I think we've added in some more hamstrings. So I've got like some stiff-legged deadlifts at the end and everything. But we got one more thing for back. So I'm doing 2 sets on this. We got that one more thing for back, and then we can call close up shop and everything, and then proceed to prepare to get ready for the weekend and everything in the most according manner possible, by hopefully still sorting out the sleep schedule and just, yeah, I mean, what does I have to see? Not really too sure what the weekend holds in store. It's kind of like all up in the air at the moment, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. A little bit of variety, a little bit of surprise. Keeps the brother active. Right now, I just got barbell rows. I mean, I guess the benefit is that it's also, the weight's already kind of set up for when I do the stiff-legged deads right after to kind of finish this workout and everything. So yeah, I mean, like I said, there is a silver lining to every cloud. Glass is always half full, so I do not want to drop this on the water bottle, but it might have to be a casualty that we can't avoid. So yeah. Okay. So that wraps up back today. I mean, obviously, you guys are leaving me right now, but I've still got the stiff-legged deadlift to do, which is, no small feat for any man. So I'm gonna probably cut the recording, get to the recap and everything. But yeah, I know this isn't quite over for me, but I'll probably just have to meet you guys there and everything. So, I mean, in terms of back, nothing any different to what we've done any other week though. But it's just, it's obviously progressed weight-wise. I've obviously shown a couple of alternatives and everything. We had to mix it up with the cable pullover. Obviously, I usually do the row over there, but came and did some barbell rows today and everything. I mean, I remember, I think barbell rows were actually in the other one, but there'll come a day where that machine makes it to the videos and everything, but today not being that day. But yeah, back was, I'd say, all in all successful. I think the week has been pretty successful. Weight's pretty sturdy, and strength's up there, so we can talk about more of that in like the recap in terms of the workout. I'd say I'd give it a good 9. Good 9. I'll probably drop that down a little bit when I get sick after doing these stiff-legged deadlifts, but we'll just have to see. But I'll update everyone accordingly.
Right, so pool is done. I have munched my post-workout meal. It's time to like head to bed and everything. So yeah, but basically, yeah, that was one of the best sessions I've had. Like, so after we've adjusted and everything, added in a bit more extra hamstrings and everything, that was just like a solid session. Usually I don't like training quite late at night, but that one was actually quite good. So maybe something that we look to in the future. I think it's nicer to go and like record the workouts when it's a bit later, just because it's like a lot quieter and everything, because I don't like recording and feeling like I'm in the way, this, that, the other. I mean, perhaps I'm also like upset like a grandma or something in there, because basically, bear with me, right? They've put up new signs saying, oh, if you're recording in the gym, like this, that, the other. They used to have more friendly ones. They used to be like, hey guys, we encourage you to record. Just be aware that if someone like lands up being in the frame, then, we just want to make sure that we can get rid of the video or something. It's like, fine, absolutely fair enough. But, they've now put up other things like saying, if you're recording, blah, 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 blah. Like, we don't want staff in there. You need to go and get consent from everyone. Like, that is behind you. It's like, bro, if I'm recording and the whole gym's behind me, I don't have enough time of day to go and ask everyone. So yeah, I don't really know about that, but if we can minimize it, and if someone ever like pops up into the frame and go, can you delete it? It's like, yeah, that's fine, kind of thing. I'm not gonna go and ask every single goddamn person for consent in the gym. That's just nonsensical. It's just not gonna play. So yeah, but that was that. And then what else? Oh yeah, there was it's kind of funny. You kind of realize, like, as you get older, you start seeing the next generation kind of come up and everything. So I was in the gym and I saw like there was like 6, 7, 8 of them, kids and everything. They were like on the incline bench and like they were all around just like hyping each other up, trying new sets and everything. I can see how it gets annoying when they're shying and screaming after like doing like 60 kilos, this, that, the other. But me and my mates did the exact same thing, and I think everyone, I'm hoping everyone gets to go through the same gym phase and everything when you and all your mates just in the gym, you're all trying to compete like ever so slightly. I remember when we were back in sixth form, we'd all be training at the same gym. You'd pop in, you'd see your mate. There were a couple rivalries, like the people that were kind of similar in strength, and they would always try and like beat each other. One person would get a PB, and then all of a sudden it was like, yo, he got the PB. Then the next person tries to get that, so that's always good fun. But realizing I'm getting a little bit old is never the funnest of experiences. But yeah, in terms of that, I'm gonna keep the recap quite short and everything. I don't want the videos to go too extremely long. I think if we can keep it around 20-ish minutes, that makes me quite happy and everything. But yeah, so week 7 done. Next week, week 8, last week of term and everything. So yeah, we look forward to that. Stress is very much so off. We got one problem sheet, then sailing off into the sunset. That is Christmas and everything, golly. But we'll probably just keep doing videos and everything. We'll call it the Oxford bulk, even though I won't be at Oxford and won't be at Oxford term and everything. But it's just probably not going to change, and we'll just keep the series going for as long as possible. And then obviously at some point we'll start prep, and then we'll turn to the Oxford prep, Oxford cut. Well, something that we'll think of a little bit later to the time. But yeah, that's the recap. That's back. That's week 7 in a nutshell and everything. So yeah, I hope to catch you guys next week in the next one. So yeah, hoorah.